Imagine this. You drowning in debt, you shackled by interest rates just pulling you down. Well, today your partner Frankie P, I'm gonna share with you a journey. I'm gonna share with you a journey of one of my clients, um, journey to get out of that situation, and I'm gonna share with you some of the uh, tricks and tools that he utilized to get out of it. Okay, come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We have a case study today. We're going to work on a case study. We have a FedEx. He's a FedEx worker. His wife, she's a telemarketer, so she typically works from home. And they have a couple of investment properties. So let's go step by step just to show you the numbers. First, we're going to show you the numbers, and then we're going to show you how he and she are utilizing these numbers to get out of um, the drowning debt that they're under, to ultimately get to where they would love to be, which is having more investment properties to have enough passive income so he can retire in the next, he said, in the next 7 to 10 years is his plan on retiring. So we're going to see if we can help him out, see if we can show him some strategies on how to do that, and share with you some tips that you may be able to utilize at the same time, seeing his numbers and his case studies that you can implement in your life too, because you can do this too. Okay, so here are our numbers. We're gonna help him. Wow, he's gonna get there. Can he imagine? What you do, just to imagine if you were him and you were just going into your brand new house and you were debt free and you were ready to retire. How would that feel? Let's get it. Here are our numbers. Our income, $8,400. Expenses include um, money that's going to come out every month, whether it be your Pepco bill, your water bill, your cell phone bill. I don't think you're getting rid of that anytime soon. Okay, your cell phone bill. Um, let's say you're going to the gym, your gym membership, any of these bills that occur every month, your insurance, your investments, because you have a certain amount going to your insurance, you have a certain amount going to your investment. These are expenses that are going to occur to you every month, and that amount of money is going to come out of your accounts. And then we have the miscellaneous. His expenses are 2,280, and his miscellaneous. These are things that typically you may want to go out to dinner, dancing. You may want to get your nails done. You may want to go to the spa. One of the things I just thought about, one of those little water things that you can sit in there. Okay. All right. You know what? You know your boy Frankie P. I get off track sometimes. So while my wife took me to the nail shop and got my nails done, look, my nails was all shiny. Now they all dull. I should get them done again. Just the pampering. Men love to be pampered too. I love it too. All right. So, but some of those things, these are things that don't occur monthly. If they occur more than 4 to 5 times per year, which I typically say per quarter, I say let's count them as an expense. But if they occur less than that, let's just count it as miscellaneous. You're going to go out here, you're going to go out there, you're going to go out to a movie. You may be putting some aside because you have a certain trip that you're going to take. Let's just call that a miscellaneous, because you may not be doing these things every month. Okay, so that's going to leave us a cash flow if we take our income and we subtract our expenses, our miscellaneous, and the debts that he have, his debts are add up to $3,554. These are his debts. They add up to $3,554, and that's going to give us a cash flow of $1,896 per month. So how are we going to break this down? How are we going to get him to help him to retire? And him and his wife, I think his wife's not ready to retire in the next 10 years. So she'll probably, she says she's tend to wants to continue to working for the next several years after that. But his game plan is the next 7 to 10 years. He's in his mid 40s. She's in her late 30s to early 40s. So 10 years she may not want to hang it up, and she just might feel still young and vibrant and want to still participate in the economy. But that's her plan. Again, when we speak to them, we always talk about what are your values of what you want, so you can continue to go ahead and lay that out in front of you. So you know, because everyone's vision of the future is a little different, and we want to put the game plan together for every person specifically for them. Okay, so let's look at the debts, and we'll come back to the cash flow. I'll go over those numbers also. The debts, we have a mortgage of $312,000. That's $1,740 per month. We have a HELOC at $9,300 that he's utilized. He has that the balance that he can use up to is $25,000. The truck is 36,800 is owed on his truck at $659 per month. Auto has a car, 25,600 at $485 per month. Then we have a Visa card. Have a Visa card at $2,680, $80 per month, and a Discover card at $1,830 for $109 per month. And finally, we do have a bank loan at $11,300 owed, $211 per month. Is this payment? So if you add these up, that should come up to $3,524 of debts on a monthly basis. The expenses, again, like for instance, utilities, a monthly basis, and the miscellaneous that's going to come out. That's going to leave $1,896 as a cash flow. So that's what we're going to utilize going forward. These numbers, we're going to come back to this. So right now we're at $1,896. So what is the best way to attack these debts? My suggestion in the avenue that we're approaching to attack this with this couple is we're going to utilize our debt tool. Our debt tool is going to be this home equity line of credit, this HELOC that he currently has. We're going to utilize this HELOC to get us out of debt. Now, how are we going to do that, Frankie? Pete, come on, man. What you doing, man? Yeah, I know. It feels, when you're in it, it feels like you're drowning, and it feels like it's pulling you down. But remember at the beginning, we talked about the thing that's holding you back the most is interest. Interest is costing you the most in your finances. So step one, we've identified what the debts are. So the first step is we're going to take what debts we want to attack first. We want to attack his Visa and their Discover, which is $2,680 and $1,830. We're going to attack those first. Once we attack that, we're going to attack it with this home equity line of credit. Going to attack it with this home equity line of credit. Once we attack it with this home equity line of credit, this Visa card, we're going to free up $189 per month of additional cash flow. So that's what you see here. The $1,896 plus the $189, that's going to give us a cash flow of $2,085 per month additional. So what have we done? We've utilizing this line of credit. The line of credit is at $13,000. So let me share with you the rules that I'm always encourage my coaching students to do. Whatever your cash flow is, your positive cash flow, let's take that number and let's multiply that number between 6 by 6 or 8. 6 to 8. And that should determine how much line of credit you should utilize. So that's how much debt we want to attack on a chunk basis. 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months, we want to get rid of that debt that initial debt every time. Okay, so we have a $13,810 worth of debt. So the process is we take our, again, we're changing our mindset, we're massaging our mindset, and instead of putting our paycheck into our checking account, where it sits there and it gets divided up, and we're shooting a pebble here, we're shooting a pebble here, we're shooting a pebble. No, we're going to take this thing like a Uzi and we boom, we coming through the door, baby. We are coming through the door. So we take our entire paycheck. This is where we're massaging our mindset. And we're going to utilize that paycheck. We're going to put our full entire paycheck into this home equity line of credit payment. That will, by doing that, that would allow us to get this first $13,000, $13,810, because now we have $2,085 of positive cash flow. By chunking it against this, we will have this $13,810 first chunk be gone in 7 months. It'll be dissipated in 7 months. Take your calculator, go along with me, get your calculator out. If my math is wrong, please put it in the comments. I don't mind coming back revamping if the numbers are wrong. So please let me know. Our second step. So now that we've cleared up this $189 in 7 months, this is down to zero. I can pull up the software. I'll probably do that on one of the on another clip so I can show you the software. But if you just literally, if you take out your calculator and you divide the positive cash flow, because we're putting our entire check into the home equity line of credit after we pay all of our bills out of the home equity line of credit. There's another system to that. We can kind of go down that street also. But once we put all our money into the line of credit, we're pulling out our debts, our interest payments, and our expenses. All of our expenses and all of our debts are still coming out of the line of credit, and that's going to leave us $2,085 left in that line of credit, which suppresses the debt every month by $2,085. And it takes this day, 7 months, it's gone. So if you take your debt that's owed, divided by your positive cash flow, that tells you how many months it's going to take that you're going to have this first chunk paid off. Now, step 2. This is gone. Boop, boop. Let me see. Boop. Gone. Step 2. We have this bank loan. Bank loan. $11,300. So now we move that bank loan from $11,300 and we place it into this line of credit, or pay it off, whatever terminology you want to use. You want to pay it off, but this bank loan now goes into this line of credit, and this bank loan is gone because now we're paying it off into this line of credit. And what that does, that frees us up an additional another $211 of cash flow, of positive cash flow. So we take this $211, not $211,000. No, we're not there yet. Okay. So we take the $2,085 what we originally had. We add this $211, and that gives us $2,296 positive cash flow to attack against this debt of $11,300. So this $2,296 of positive cash flow, it takes us a whopping 5 months to eliminate this second chunk of your home equity line of credit. Line of credit, HELOC, PLOC, whichever line of credit you're using, whether it's a home equity line of credit, a personal line of credit, business line of credit. Some people actually use a credit card, but that's another video. So he's chunked this down. It's only going to take him 5 months. Get it? 5 months to eliminate this second stance of $11,300 because he has 2,296. Are you still with me? We good? Okay. 5 months. Gone. Our third step, we're going to attack this auto loan. So what's happening? 7 months plus 5 months is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 months. It's 1 year. In 1 year, he still has paid his monthly auto loan. They've paid their monthly auto loan at $485 times 12 is $5,820 that he's continuously paying on a monthly basis within his home equity line of credit simply by placing his entire check or their entire check. Don't I sound sexist? I keep saying he. They are a team. Come on. Bad, Frankie. Go in timeout. You're going timeout. Okay. No, I'm back. I know I'm silly, but look, sometimes debt make you laugh. Sometimes it make you cry. I want to make you laugh. So we're going to crush this debt and we're going to laugh at it at the same time. Here we go. So our third, since we're taking on this, we're going to take $15,000. We're going to take $15,000. Why? Because we still have the same. We're going to still have the $485. The $485. That takes us to $2,781. $2,781 additional after we finish paying the truck off. But on this third step, we took the $15,000. We still have $2,296. And why is that? Because we haven't cleared up that money just yet. So we're still working. The cash flow is still only $2,296. Now we still attack the truck. We've put a $15,000 chunk into the truck. So we're taking a $15,000 chunk. We have $5,820 that we have paid over the year. So that's $20,000 that's going on 5,000 minus the 15. That's $20,000 off of this automobile. That's going to leave us $5,600 left on this automobile. You with me? Okay. This $15,000, we have $2,296 of cash flow. It is going to take us 7 months. It's going to take us 7 months to have this paid off, to have this whole home equity line of credit, the third time we've used it, paid off. Is going to take us 7 months. At 7 months, we're still paying $485. That's $3,395. We still have been paying on our automobile. We still have been paying it. So it's that leaves us like $100 and something dollars. I mean, $1,000, about a little over $1,000, somewhere around there, maybe $1,600. I didn't do the math. I didn't do the math on that. But that's going to leave us after these two chunks we have done. Once we finish, this leaves us about $1,600, somewhere between $1,300 and $1,600 that we still owe on the truck. So we don't really only have to make less than we're going to be what, 3,000. Let me do this math real quick. So we have, let's see what we have here. We had 25,600. We took away 15, put a $15,000 chunk minus the $5,820 that we've been paying for the original 12 months. Then we had 7 months that takes us to pay the third one off, and that's the third step off, which is $3,395. So we're gonna subtract $3,395. That leaves us $1,385 remaining balance on the truck. After 12, 17, 19 months, after 19 months, the 19 months, The bank loan, gone. Discover, gone. Visa, gone. Auto, gone. We still have 1385. So our fourth step is we're going to attack this truck. Now we're going to attack the big boy. We're going to attack the truck. The truck, this whole time, has been going 17 months. 17 months, we still have been paying this $659. We've been paying this every month. 17 months, that's $11,203. So from this 36,800, let's subtract the 11,203 since we've been paying with our HELOC. That's $25,597 remaining. So we're taking this $25,000. We're going to take the whole $25,000 home equity line of credit, and we're going to chunk it against this truck. We're going to chunk it against the truck, and that's going to leave $597 left on the truck once we've moved the truck from an amortized loan into paid it off with the home equity line of credit. By paying monthly, so we freed up this other $485, which is right here. That brings our total cash flow, our total monthly cash flow, to $2,781 per month. And that is what we are attacking the last leg of the line of credit for their debt. Step number 4, $2,781. If you take their positive cash flow, divide that into $25,000, that will be 9 months. Come on now. 9 months. I'm getting excited just going over it again. You see how my octave, octave, I think that's what it's called, an octave. It raised. Okay. Woo! Come on now. 7 months, 5 months, 7 months. That's 12 plus 7, 19 months plus 9, 28 months. 28 months, which is 2 years and 4 months. 2 years and 4 months. Bow. Gone. Bow. Out of here. We in boom, zang, out of here. He's gone. Like, ooh, can you feel it? Just working with the same income that you have today, you can do this too. You can do this. We just put down the debts and come up with a strategy. It's like kind of jiu-jitsu. Utilize their strengths against them. We're going to just utilize their strength. Oh, you wanted us to have a loan? Okay, but now we're going to get the HELOC. So now we're going to have the loan, move the loan into this home equity line of credit, because the home equity line of credit is the way you are paying that off is through daily interest. It's not amortized over 6 months. 6 years, 7 years. I think 7. However long vehicles have been paying off now, or in the case of a house, 30 years. When those amortized loans, you are paying your interest on the front end of your loan. Most of your interest is paid on the front end of your loan. So we are taking that amortized loan and throwing it into a line of credit where the interest is calculated daily. Then we are pushing that calculation of interest down because we're having our entire paycheck suppress the interest every month until you need that amount of cash. Then you take it out. But you're only paying interest on the amount of money that you are utilizing. So now, the question I asked, and please take this question in. If you have a credit card and your credit card is, let's say, at 15%, can you pay more than 15% interest? Or is the 15% interest the ceiling that you could go to. And obviously the number is depending on how you pay that 15% interest, because if you did it on the calculator, that 15% interest is spread out because they said, well, you only have to make a minimum payment. So in actuality, once you make those full entire payments, you may be paying 69, 75% on that loan. On that same loan that they told you you only at 15, you may be paying 60 or 70% on that same loan. So let's take it in reverse. Well, if you can pay more interest, could you utilize that same money and pay less interest? We haven't asked that question. We don't ask that question because we have been taught one way to do things. Put your check in the checking and savings and pay it when we tell you it's due. We'll give you a 10 or 15 day grace period, whatever it is. Then just because you may be late after that 10 or 15 day, we may give you a penalty, a late fee penalty, but you're still paying interest on the money, and now you're paying interest on the late penalty. But once we find out what the statement date is rather than the due date, and we can manipulate your funds to pay and manipulate it and suppress it down on that statement date. After that statement date is sent to the bureau, sent to Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, whomever, or all three that they are reporting to. After that date, now you can just go ahead and you can pay those. You can pay that amount of money that you need to per month. You can pay it then because you've suppressed the interest for 30 days and now you've paid it. Now really you probably won't even, it's almost 60 days, but we don't want to play that. We don't want to play that game. We want to stay on top of it so you can pay less interest rather than more interest. So finally, our final step. So now we've cleared up $2,781 plus an additional $1,740 because we are taking this this HELOC, this debt. We are utilizing this debt to go up to $2,781. This mortgage, the calculation, I've done the calculation by taking this home equity line of credit of $25,000 at $2,781, we will have this mortgage paid off because we can utilize that mortgage. Let me see if I can. No, I'm gonna do it on another video. That's part two. That's gonna be part two. I'm gonna show you step by step on how we're gonna utilize this same formula on this mortgage. So we're going to take a step back. Today we're dealing with the debts, eliminating the debts. On the next program, we're going to attack the mortgage. I'm going to pull up the software and I'm going to take you inside and behind the scenes so you can see how we attack this and we got rid of this mortgage in 4 years and 9 months. Less than 5 years. In less than 5 years, we eliminated this mortgage. Is that exciting enough? I hope it is. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Feel free to reach out to me if you'd like me to do a case study for yourself. I'm more than happy to do that. Reach out to me, and we will communicate then. But this is your partner, Frankie P, and I wanted to share this story of this young couple, middle age, huh? I guess 45 is middle age. It was a young, for me it's young. This young couple still has Similac on their breath. But how the plan that this young couple is putting together so they can ultimately retire, or he wants to retire in the next 7 to 10 years. She still wants to continue. There's nothing wrong with that because you keep yourself active, you keep yourself going. As long as you're doing something that you believe that is improving the community, improving society, by all means. Everyone doesn't need or want to quote unquote retire. Just keep working, doing what you love doing. If you're working, it's not work. It's something that you love and doing, and you can transition, because I guarantee you, once he retires, after a year or two, because the first year What most people believe is that this is a little bit behind the scenes. Most people believe that when they retire, everything is peaches and cream. But you see this number here, that 5628, that will actually be his income when he retires, because now you're going to be leaving on about a third, and this is an estimate. They will be living on about one third of what this income is now. And that's typically for across the board. You're going to be living on bringing in about a half to a third of what you were typically used to living to. But here's the sneaky little thing most people don't know or understand is even though your income reduced by a half to a third, your living expenses and lifestyle stayed the same. That's the trick that most people run into and why they'll end up having to go back to work, because their lifestyle hasn't changed, and then they haven't prepared on this VIP, which is velocity banking, to decrease your debt, to get out of debt. The investment portion, active investment, to gather these cash flow cows, to ultimately do the P, which is the passive income, to have enough passive income to live the lifestyle, to maintain the lifestyle that you had when you were in your working years. So take that in consideration. You somewhere along the line, either your lifestyle has to decrease or you need to find some type of passive income that will increase to replace that gap. From your active income to your retirement income. Somewhere along the line, something has to give. So that's something to begin thinking about. If you're planning on retiring, do the calculations in your head. I mean, on paper. Put the calculations down on paper. How much am I making now? I'm here in the DMV area. There are a lot of people who may work for the government, six figures, high six-figure earners, but their lifestyle, when you do the numbers, if you do the numbers and you're making $100,000 a year, you're being taxed on 30%. So you're only bringing home $70,000 a year. So it's a little bit over $5,000 a year that you're physically bringing into the house. When your retirement comes in and your retirement income goes down, so now you may only be living off $4,000 or $3,700, $3,800, $4,000 a month, where you were used to living the lifestyle of $5,500 a month. Well, where does that $1,500 a month, where are you going to bring that up? Are you going to decrease your lifestyle by $1,500 a month? Or while you're in your working years, create an investment portfolio to bring you more passive income to create that gap or that bridge, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Something has to fill in that gap of that $1,500 once your physical body stops working and bringing in income. Now you must depend upon that passive income, whether it be an investment, whether it be real estate, whether it be a business, whether you're writing books, you're selling records, whatever that passive income is. Understand and start thinking now before you retire, what is my passive income strategy? Velocity banking got you out of debt. Your investments brought you some cash flow, but you need that passive income once your physical body stops getting up and going to that job or work every day, or if you want to sell your business. Do you have enough? If you're going to sell your business, how much can you sell your business for, so that on the back end, you can put the money that you sold it for into some type of investment that will bring you cash flow every month for the rest of your life. Okay, whether it's, some of it is insurance. I like the idea of insurance, but that's not this video, right? That's not this video. And we can talk to you about that. I can point you in a direction of someone who can help you out. I don't sell insurance. I don't sell homes. I just share my story and with my software of a program and a process of how to get out of debt quickly, because these banks aren't sharing with you the knowledge. And I believe that once we understand the knowledge, understand, believe it, accept it, and then utilize it, because understanding and actually utilizing are two different things. So once we hear it, understand it, begin to utilize it, process and begin to utilize it, we become a force. So the more we can get this message out, the more, if you can share this video with someone else that may can hear this. Oh, besides that, hit the subscribe button. Frankie B, you crazy. Hey, but that's real. That's real. Hit the subscribe button and share this. That's my ask. That's my ask. Frankie P, what's your ask? Hit the subscribe button, share it, and smile, and smile. Frankie P, why you keep smiling? Because where I go, there I am. I can't become happy once I get out of debt if I'm not happy or joyful while I'm in debt, knowing that eventually I'm going to be out of debt. So be joyous in the place you are now, and when this X is X'd out, you're going to still have joy. You're going to still be happy. So this is your partner, Frankie P. Share this. Make a comment. Let me know if there's something that I can do for you that I can help you out with. And remember, when you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, debt is killing us. Interest is drowning us. We need to get on top of it. When we do that, we crush it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to change your life. Peace. Hair grease, don't have any. I'm out of here. Love you guys.